Good morning. If you consider that the realm is holographic / digital / simulation rather than real, it's a little easier to understand how the mind works here. Because if you compare it to computer language, to code, matrix code, right? The little green numbers leaking down the screen. When you have epiphanies or realizations, insights, new ways of thinking about things, it's like receiving code. Or if you're comparing it to game theory, it's like you unlocked an achievement and you received a new line of code, which enhances your avatar's ability to move throughout the realm. Now, it's also, whether or not the place is actually digital is irrelevant. This is just a thought experiment, but it makes it much easier to understand how people get corrupted so easily if they are miniature neural hubs for code input. And if they're unaware of this fact at the same time, right? And therefore, consequently, have not done any encryption, have not done any protection, have not done their due diligence with regards to what's coming in and out of their avatar. So when a new code comes in, or when a new thought form comes in, or even a new worldview, because we kind of you can think of receiving insights or new understandings as you are getting an upload to your neural network. You're getting an upload of a code bundle, a package, a patch perhaps, and it's a comprehensive little bundle, and it includes various bits of information about yourself, about the realm, about your place here, perhaps some memory updates if you've been completely wiped the whole time, and depending on the source of this code, it will either help you or it will hinder you. And if you haven't come to the realization that you need to protect yourself somehow, then you might receive something that seems like an insight or a revelation, and then 10 years down the road you're like, how come I'm hanging upside down with my wrists and my ankles in shackles and somebody's beating me? Why is this happening? Or metaphorically, you're just being mentally tortured, or you're experiencing causal loops or whatever. You're like, that's some shit-ass code. I mean, that's somebody basically uploaded a virus into me, and I didn't know about it because I didn't protect myself. And if you view the world in terms of being simulation or code at its base, and there are plenty of so-called scientists who have put forth this possibility, and even say it's more likely than the latter, whichever the latter is. My thought train just derailed. See, I probably got someone was trying to hack right there, or something. But basically, if you haven't figured out how to protect yourself, or that you need protecting in the first place, then just look, like, compare it to your email, okay? If you haven't done anything with your email, you just go search, or even compare it to browsers in the old days, when, you know, before Apple came around and somehow figured everything out as far as, you know, viruses. Just remember back in the old days when you're trying to watch porn every day, and your computer gets slower and slower, and all of a sudden you have pop-ups and you have crazy messages, and pretty soon it doesn't even turn on anymore. You know what I'm saying? Just because you watch some porn. And that's a similar situation to what we have going on here, because you have the people have been selling the idea that this place is something, and perhaps it's not that something, and you know, the people here have just been like a smorgasbord for these vampires, because there's no protection. Like, it's surprising that there isn't even anybody left here, because the level of self-protection is nil for the most part, because they don't even know that they're supposed to do it. The energetic world, or I mean, you could call it the code world, it's subtle, and it's underneath the physical manifestation, and it makes the physical manifestation. It literally creates it. And so that's what you're it's why it's backwards. It's so silly that you have companies coming around and saying you need to protect your assets, you need to protect your physical things that are in your possession, and it's backwards. The physical things that are in your possession are a direct result of your code structure, whether you have them or not. We're talking about you manifesting yourself as a millionaire, a benevolent millionaire, hopefully, or you manifesting yourself as some poor, some nerd eating ramen in his mom's an attic. That level of your placement within the world, aside from overall picture and harmony stuff, which does factor in there, the code, the base code, or the subtle energetic layer that underlies everything, all manifest things, that's what determines the manifestation. So all of the companies here, which of course have no creativity whatsoever, most of them don't, they're all advertising about what to do with the resultant physical manifestations of the code. That's what they're talking about doing things with. And that's it's like a web developer made a website, forgot how he did it, and then when he wants to change his website, he tries to like click on one of the boxes or icons or whatever he has going on his website, he tries to click on it and just like scoot it over, or he tries to take the mouse and bump the mouse up against the box and make it shrink because he wants it to be smaller. It's like that. That's what, when these companies are saying, oh, you need to protect your things, blah blah blah, you need to buy this, buy that, it's just basically nonsense, and it steals your energy like everything else here. So anyway, protect your protect your neural network and your code and whatnot. Yeah. Peace.